So this is our second time doing this. We'll do a Snapchat Q&A. So basically, send me video questions. I'll respond back. I want them as videos because I want to see what you guys look like. I want you guys talking to me so I can talk back. I think it's way better than just sending regular text. I think it's just kind of impersonal. I think this is cooler. So I will do my best to answer your questions to the best of my ability. And I want to let everyone know we're doing a Jimmy Fund fundraiser thing next month, September. So I'm going to put a link somewhere around here, somewhere, I don't know. And you can go to donate.joelosn.com if you want to help support us. All right, thank you. What do I consider my best fight camp? Every fight is generally a good fight camp. Injuries suck. They always happen. You just got to kind of deal with it. You are missing a Joel Ozon poster. You need to fix that. I do not sell rash guards. I'm sorry. Not very easy to reproduce cheaply. What do I love and hate the most about The Ultimate Fighter? I love being able to train and focus on nothing but training. I hated the fact that we're so cut off from the entire outside world. Friends, family, music, stuff like that. It's kind of weird. That was like when Britney Spears shaved her head too, which was like, I didn't realize that happened until like a year later. Someone was like, oh, remember when Britney Spears shaved her head? Nope, no idea. Sick. Big country is sick. I don't know why. That's not really a question. Whatever. Good fight. Really good fight. I really like the Jamie Varner fight. It was fun. It was exciting. It was good. It's not a question. It's a Cup of Mary Lou's. PK Survival Trip. I can't go. I wish I could. The schedule didn't work out. Maybe next time. That's not a question. What's up from Poland? Again, not a question. My personal favorite fight. I like them all. They all have really, really good memories for different reasons. The first fight against Pulver was awesome. Choking up Melvin was awesome. Double bonusing against Jamie Varner was awesome. Beating a legend like Gomi was awesome. They're all really good. Any fight I want has really, really good memories and feelings attached to it. Come on. I'm glad people liking the Q&A. This is why I don't think the text is very, very engaging. Fair fighter, thank you. Fox Sports Argentina, I like it. What are you watching? Men in Black? You supposed to be watching Men in Black while you're working? I don't think so. Come on, swipe right. I hate the text. 20-year-old, do you know it's too late? It's not too late to start fighting, but you should be training because you enjoy it, not because you're trying to make a career change. A little tough at 22 to start new. Hello from South Dakota.
All right, Joe. This is RJ. What's up, bro? This is a test for George List because he doesn't even know how to use his phone. Joe, very, very cool of you to do this, but 52-year-old white belt. How do I keep my ribs from getting destroyed?
Elbows in all the time. Don't let people get to your ribs. What's up to George List and Brady and the entire List clan? But keep your elbows in. Don't let people get to your core. Like, that's like your safety zone. It's a really funny video about like this is my home, this is my zone from The Ultimate Fighter a long time ago. It's kind of funny. But keep your elbows in. That will help. And you're still gonna get crushed sometimes. Not doing the tech stuff. Huge fan PGA. Nice. Sweden. It's pretty badass. If you would send me a pic of me, I'm not sending pics like that. I don't know why you sent me a picture of your cat, but that's cool. That's cool. I guess I thought we'd get more videos, not weird random pictures. It's time. Fantasy football. Nice. I do not get into fantasy sports that much. I think fantasy MMA is kind of cool, but fantasy football is not my big thing. I don't drink beer. That's an easy one. Never drank, ever. Don't have a favorite beer. Please don't hurt me too badly. Different weight class. I think I win that one. Wasif. This guy from my gym, I think. I also think the beta is really good. It's the Black Ops 3 beta. I had a lot of fun with it. I bought it. I have it on PlayStation. I played the beta and I played it on Xbox. I like Xbox better, but I'm probably gonna play it on PlayStation because that's where all my friends that have it are gonna play. It is not too late to ask questions. This is technically you sent this for the one last week, which was too late, but it's in time for this week. Thank you. Appreciate it. Fan from Australia. Come on. Open up.
Hi Joe, big fan. I'm Jacob. I'm from Sweden. I don't know if you get this, but I have a question. What's your favorite submission?
My favorite submission. I talked about this last week too. But I like anything that works. Anything that gets the job done. I'm happy with. I like chokes. I think chokes are really good. Because it doesn't matter. It's not about doing damage. Just putting someone unconscious, which is always good. Madness. That looks like some kind of cookies or something. I don't know why that was sent to me, but that's fine. This is Will. This is again from last week. This is one of the guys in my gym. This will be maybe funny, probably really offensive. And he's just sending me pictures outside my gym. I don't think he actually trained, but he's taking pictures from the parking lot. I'm on a really, really awesome card. So my next fight's December 11th. Frankie and Chad are on there. There's a whole bunch of really, really awesome fights. And then the next day is the Alden McGregor card, which Proctor's on. So that's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a really cool weekend for us. Black Ops 3 beta. I'm excited too. I think it's going to be good. When's the next one? I think I'm going to try to do these once a week. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say once a week because if it doesn't happen, I don't want to have people complaining to me. But I'm going to try to do them once a week. I think. We'll see. Hello. I like dogs. Never a cat person, but I like dogs. I'm good. I like your dog. What's up, Kevin? Kevin trains at my gym. Kid's a man. Really, really good, too. Bored as fuck. I hear you. This is Devin. There's another one of my buddies. I don't know what this is going to be.
This humidity is going to fucking kill me. I don't know how people in Florida survive.
Why are you in Florida? I don't know. Barbecue gains are good. Dude, I hate people on bikes, too. I understand you're trying to be, good for the world and everything else. Good for the environment. Get on the side of the road. Don't ride through the middle at 20 miles an hour. I'm with you. It's annoying. Dude, Nerf War. I'm so excited about the new Nerf guns that are coming out. They're like Nerf Rivals or something like that.
That's a bad one. Throw it away.
I like that. I'm a big Nerf gun fan. We do a Nerf War every Christmas in my gym with all the kids. I have like a riot shield and I have a sword and it's pretty awesome. I'm gonna murder them this year with the Nerf rival guns. They're like pretty much a paintball gun, but it fires Nerf balls. I can't read that. Guessing it's Swedish or something. I really don't know. But I like your dog. Not a question, but it was pretty funny. Nate is back. I don't understand any of that stuff. I like that people are sending me stuff, but they're not really questions. Okay. I'm not going on the PKs for road trip. Wish I could. Can't make it. People keep sending me videos that have nothing to do with questions. I just delete them. Oh, Danny. That's you. I didn't realize it was you. I think it's Danny. Maybe it's not Danny. It was Danny. What's up, Danny? Those are kind of sleepy, watery eyes. Okay. J-Lo. Again, not a question. Did I play any sports in high school? I played baseball for like 3 years, I think. And then I started doing jiu-jitsu. I was much better at jiu-jitsu than I was at baseball.
What's up, Joe Lozon?
What's up?
I'm a big fan. Keep
Thank
doing
you.
what you're doing, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey Joe, when times are tough and you believe that failure is inevitable, what do you do to keep yourself motivated and persevere through?
I never think failure is inevitable. I think that I always have a chance. But if I thought things weren't going to go my way, you still try to make the best of it. And going out on your shield is a better way of doing it than giving up. Giving up is the worst. Fair more from the UFC I was in. Any fight that I won. Preferably one where I got a bonus. Those are nice. Again, not doing it's baby. Dog's kind of cool. Kind of looked like Cushman's dog. I don't think it was, but it looked like Cushman's dog a little bit. I like dogs. I preferred bigger dogs.
Joe, what's your first thought when reflecting on the Jamie Varner fight? Hope it's family as well. Cheers, man.
First thing I think about the Varner fight. I remember when he broke his hand on my head. He hit the top of my head. I kind of dipped into it. I knew he had a lot of hand issues in the past. So one thing we consciously did was, try to dip it down a little bit whenever you're still in that overhand. Let him break his hand on my head, which he did. So that's kind of good.
Hi Joe, okay?
What's up?
Who would you most like to fight out of all time in the UFC?
If I could fight anyone, I would fight Gandhi.
My question is, how easy was it to completely outclass Gomi in that first round of your last fight?
So the Gomi fight went very, very well. I think that because I hit my takedown and I finished right off the bat, I think that definitely put things in my favor. I think if I had not taken him down off the bat and I had struggled to take him down, I think that could have been a very different fight. But the game plan went perfectly. My wrestling coach, Frank Camisa, had me sharp, had me ready to go. We were ready. We were ready for Gomi. ACL surgery. I had ACL surgery. If you go to joelozon.com, there's a link for my ACL recovery blog.
Hey Joe, I just got an ACL surgery 5 weeks ago. Do you have any tips on recovery? I'm a big fan of you from the Netherlands.
Awesome. So if you go to joelozon.com, on there there's basically a summary of what I did for my surgery and how I recovered and what I was, the different timelines. So you'll be able to see, okay, at 5 weeks I was doing this. And these are things that I found helpful. There's a bunch of videos too for like stretches and things like that I did that I thought made a big difference for me. ACL surgery kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. I think you said you did the hamstring graft. I did a cadaver, so I have a zombie knee. I didn't want to weaken my hamstring to help my ACL, but if you want to go check that out, there's some good videos there, some good write-ups. I don't know what filters are. He wants filters, but I don't know. I'm not a Snapchat guy at all.
Hey Joe, would you ever want to be a coach on The Ultimate Fighter?
I think it would be fun to be a coach in The Ultimate Fighter. I'm a coach in my gym now. I like seeing guys get better. I think that we've learned a lot from being in the UFC for so long and going through The Ultimate Fighter and things like that. I do think it would be fun. At one point, we were trying to coach against Diego Sanchez, but then he went down to 145. So I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But it would be fun to coach.
Joe, if you could fight anyone from Tough 5 today, who would it be if you had the choice?
I would want to fight myself. I'd want to fight like the, what is that, 2008, 2007? 2007 version of me, just to kind of see the differences. Get in the gym. That's the way to get motivated. You see results, it'll re-motivate you. Not doing text questions.
Did you watch Melvin Guillard's fight over the weekend with Bellator, and what did you think of it? See his hand afterwards. Oh, I fucked up.
He did mess up his hand. He broke his hand. I did see it. I don't know if he broke it when I thought he broke it, but I remember during the second round I thought he broke his hand. He landed a punch and kind of shook it out. And then it definitely stopped using it as much. Kind of went how I thought it would go. You know, Melvin gets taken down, doesn't do so well. But he showed, you know, towards the end of the third, like how he's still really, really tough. And still has a lot of power. He just, you know, got wrestle fucked a little bit.
Hey, Joe. Big fan. I was wondering, what's a bad habit that you want to kick? Also, good luck in December.
Thank you. A bad habit that I want to kick. I don't have any that bad habits. I eat like a fat kid, so that's not good. I kind of drink a lot of soda, which I could not drink soda. I could definitely drink water or juice, but I just really, really like soda, so I drink it. But yeah, that'd probably be good to cut out. I just like it too much.
So how'd it feel to beat Jens Pulver and then have to fight against his team on The Ultimate Fighter?
First of all, I love the JL shirt. That's awesome. It was fun doing The Ultimate Fighter. It was a little weird having him be on, you know, the coach for the opposite team, and you know, but it was nice trying to, you know, beat up all their guys and, you know, knock them out of the competition. So overall, I really liked The Ultimate Fighter. I liked going against Jens. But it was just, I think it was a really interesting dynamic all the way through. Most painful thing that happened during an MMA fight? I don't know. Like, nothing really hurts that much during the fight. Okay. Nothing really hurts that much during the fight, but like my legs have been super sore after some fights. Like after I fought Sam Stout, after I fought Kenny Florian, legs were super sore. That was crappy.
Joe, hope you're having a great day. I was just wondering if you're gonna have wrestling back at your gym at all anytime soon. You think you could do a day in life video like Woody's Gamer Tag does?
So we ran like a high school wrestling program out of my gym for a little bit, and then wrestling season kicked in, and our guys weren't around as much. So we might bring it back. Maybe we'll kind of see. Maybe this fall, if there's enough interest and we think enough people, we definitely do it again. And I could definitely do a day in life sometime. I don't think it's that interesting though, and it's not very easy for me to be setting up cameras and doing that kind of stuff while I'm training. It would be kind of tough, but maybe at some point. I know where that is. I have no idea. Again, not a question.
When you first tell someone that you're a UFC fighter, what is the most common misconception that you encounter? You walk more than you talk, but have you ever considered talking yourself into title shots, like many others seem to be doing? From watching PKA, we've learned that you're a gamer, not only a fighter. What is your favourite game of all time? Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna work it backwards. Favorite game of all time: Zelda: Ocarina of Time on Nintendo 64. Probably the best game ever made. I don't like the idea of trying to talk my way into title shots. I understand it works for some people. Some people like doing it. Really not my thing. I'd rather, do it the normal way, and I don't really care. And the first question was, yes, I'm a gamer. I'm a fighter. And a lot of people, like when someone finds out that I'm a UFC fighter right off the bat, common misconception, a lot of people think that we're all just like a bunch of idiots, and we just go out there and we just fight and we smash each other and we want to hurt people and stuff like that. And people never believe that that's what I actually do. Like if they've never seen me fight, they swear up and down that there's no way I do that. Like they don't believe me. Then they see me fight, and they Google me and they see like the picture of me like bleeding down my face and spitting out blood and all sort of stuff, and then they believe it. But most people don't believe it.
Yo, what up, Joe?
What's up?
Huge fan, by the way. Just wondering, do you think Ronda Rousey is stoppable?
Someone will beat her, but I don't think anytime soon.
Yo, what up, Joe? Asking another question. What are your thoughts on Joanna Jędrzejczyk from the who's the strawweight division champion?
Joanna the champion. I think Joanna's awesome. I think that she's at a different level. It's kind of like how Ronda is a different level in her division. I think she's just, Ronda's so much better on the ground, and her judo is so good. Her striking has come a long way. She's just like such a better class of athlete than all the other girls that I think she has a huge advantage. And I think Joanna is a different kind of striker than anyone else in that division. She's just way ahead of the game. I think that Joanna is probably going to be known as Joanna champion forever, for a really long time.
Joe, do you think that Polaris will have another shot in MMA, or is his career finished due to his reputation?
I think Polaris is probably done as far as fighting in big shows. I don't. He's caught so much heat. He's done it so many times. Someone will end up getting him to fight, but I'm sure that either a commission's going to ban him and make it impossible for him to fight around here, or anywhere in the States, or he'll fight in Brazil, or he'll fight for smaller shows. But I don't think he should really be fighting that much. That's me. I don't see a union happening. I really don't. It won't happen. I'm fairly certain it won't happen. How often do I run and how long? I don't run. I hate running. I'll do rounds forever. I'll do sparring rounds. I'll do grappling rounds, stuff like that. I just don't like running.
How relevant do you think rubber guard will become in future years of the UFC?
I don't think very. I think that rubber guard it's effective, but I think that the amount of time you have to put in for it to work is not as efficient as possible. I guess I think there's quicker ways. It's kind of, rubber guard's kind of nice because it's kind of like a catch-all. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna try to limit what he can do, but I think that you got to be so flexible and so much bad stuff can happen. I'm not a big rubber guard fan myself. Froman, this is my buddy. I have not been in any street fights since becoming a pro. I got in a couple fights like back with like friends in like high school and stuff like that, but nothing good. I'm disappointed. I thought that was going to be a better question, or insulting to me somehow. Martinez slamming. Okay, so this is about Abu Dhabi was it's going on right now, but yesterday, Gio Martinez was in a triangle against Jeff Glover, and Gio picked him up and slammed Glover down. And slamming in Abu Dhabi is allowed, but only if the guy's going for submission. So Glover was going for submission, and Gio picked him up and slammed him. 100% legal within the rules. I would probably do something like that if I'm in like a triangle or something like that, and that's what it is. I mean, if it's legal, I'm all about doing it. So I think it's good. I think it was okay. I know some people weren't super happy about it, saying that like, oh, it's an unwritten rule that you don't do that to other jiu-jitsu guys or whatever. But if it's legal, it should be done. So I think it was the right thing. It sucks though for Jeff. And I like Jeff. So.
What's a good way to cut weight over a short and long period of time? How would I maintain the weight for 2-day tournaments?
So cutting weight depends what you want to do. If you're trying to like lose weight in general, obviously it's dieting, exercise. If you're trying to cut weight for like a tournament or competition or something like that, I think the sauna is good, but you have to have time to put that water back in whenever you cut water like that. I like the sauna. This is Campo. This is another one of my buddies. Play Xbox with Campo. I've never actually met Campo, but I played Xbox with him for probably 4 years now. He was like 14 or something. We started playing, and he wasn't like a squeaker. I don't think I've ever even seen Campo's face. I'm still not going to see his face. 5 champions of a fight currently scheduled before the year is over. Who's the most likely to lose? Johnson, Cormier, Rousey, Weidman, Aldo, Dos Anjos. I think Aldo loses to Conor, so I'm gonna go with that. But they're all good, and you never know what's gonna happen. Campo, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed you didn't put up a video.
Hey Joe, what's your favorite
pump up song? Anything that's fast.
Hey Joe, how do you stay so mentally focused when you're in such a high pressure, high stress situation like during a fight?
So fight times are super stressful. But yeah, I'm not really thinking about anything else. I'm thinking about all the stuff we did in training. Like I broke it down one time. I'll try to do the math again. So like we spar for say 8 or 9 weeks. We'll call it 8. We spar twice a week. So we spar 16 times for a training camp. We do roughly 15 or 16. We'll call it 4 rounds for most of those weeks. So 16 sparring sessions, 4 rounds. So what, 64, I think. 64, rounds for one camp, and so that's like 3 or 4, probably 4 minutes for each one of those. So 64 times 4, 128, 256, 256 minutes of sparring for every fight. And I've had like 20 fights, so it's kind of just a case of just like kind of focus on like the little things, like okay, keep my hands up, catch the jab, return a jab, catch right hand, return right hand. Whatever we're focused on during camp is like what I'm focused on during the fight. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm not thinking about like, anything except for like specifically exactly what's happening that second. So I don't really get caught up in like the bigger grand scheme of things.
Just wondering if you're doing the next PK Adventures or the one after that.
Maybe. It depends on my schedule. It really does. My schedule, Joey's schedule, my son, and then Katie, my wife's schedule, because her schedule for work matters. Hit Joey's schedule for doctor's appointments or whatever else he has going on, because we still go to Children's Hospital. Like, probably have an appointment like at least like once a month up in Boston. Plus, he's got speech therapy. He's got all kinds of stuff. So he's got a busy schedule. I've got a busy schedule with my own fights and other guys' fights, and I've got Katie's schedule. So I would like to do it. It's just it's not so simple.
My question is, since you didn't drink, what would you say your biggest release of stress was while in college getting your degree?
For me, 100% the biggest relief from stress was training. Like I would train. So my schedule would be, I would get on I would leave from school at like 2:00. I would be at the train station by 3, take an hour-long train back. So I'd get home like 4:30, 5, something like that. I would sometimes eat at my parents' house, sometimes go and get food. I would go to the gym. I would train from like 6 to 9, get back on the train, travel all the way home. I wouldn't get back to my school till like 11. I basically do homework on the way there and on the way back. So I didn't have to worry about homework. But just actually, being able to train was like the biggest relief for me. The first like 2 weeks I was at school, I didn't really train. I didn't go home, and I was going crazy. I was just going stir crazy. I couldn't figure out what was missing, and it was training. So I fixed that. What do we eat before a match? It's funny you drew a cheeseburger. I generally have a cheeseburger. I think it's good. Like I try to. They always say like if you get something important's going on, don't change up your normal habits all that much. Do what you always do. So if I could eat a cheeseburger on a normal basis, if I could eat a cheeseburger before normal sparring, then that's what I should eat before a fight. I shouldn't go and do something different. So that's what I do. I love cheeseburgers.
What's up, Joe?
What's up?
Any advice for a white belt?
Any advice for a white belt? Train all the time. Anytime you get caught, swept, submitted, anything bad happens, figure out why. If you can't figure it out on your own, ask questions and try to have it happen a little bit less next time. And over time, every time you get submitted, every time you get swept, all that kind of stuff, if you get a little bit better from it, then it'll stop happening. If you just like, oh, I got swept, and you go again, you don't make any changes, you don't get better.
What's up, Joey? I
What's
have
up?
a question for you, man. What was the first thing that went through your head when Gabe Rudiger gave you that kick at the weigh-ins? I would have thrown it in his face if I were you.
So the first thing I assumed was that it was poison somehow. Some kind of diuretic, something like. There was no way I would ever eat that thing. But it was more so funny to me than anything. I don't think I have a story. I don't know. I'm not sending snaps back. I collect the snaps, and then I upload it. What's the best way to get MMA? Start training. Find a jiu-jitsu gym. I don't think a striking match would go any better for Nick the Tooth than the grappling match went. But I would love to do that.
All right, Joe, my question is, who do you have for Kane versus Verdum 2?
I don't know. I thought Kane was going to win the first one, and Verdum really impressed me. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those fights that I'll be super excited for. I'll be watching. I I think with, in particular, heavyweights, you never know what's going to happen because they're so big. One punch changes the entire fight. More so, I think, than smaller guys. So, I don't know. Thank you. Last question, I think.
Have you known your wife?
I'm gonna 7 years.
Pretty intense question, I know, right?
6 years.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the only one that asks.
It's a good question. 6 years. I met Katie. It was kind of weird because I had ACL surgery in like 2000. I think it was early 2010, and I met her later that year, like when I was like in between fights, basically. And she didn't really understand what was going on. The first time we went out, we went to Fire and Ice, which is basically a place where like you get a bowl, you go and you collect your food, like it's uncooked. You collect your food, you bring it to like this big grill that's in the middle of the place, and you put down your food. They cook it on the grill in front of you, and then you take it and you back to your seat. And we're there, and the kid that was working the grill came up to me. He was like, "Oh, you Joel Lauzon, I'm a big fan." He was like shaking my hand, and she thought that I paid him to come and say that to me. She thought I was like the biggest tool. And then she's like, "I really like this guy, but I can't believe he paid his friend to come and do that." And then she realized that it was all kind of real. That was kind of funny. But yeah.